As we begin to come out of the COVID-19 pandemic, restrictions are lifting and people are beginning to go back to work routinely. Tech jobs are starting to find that their employees are planning to leave in the near future. I'm Beth Motter here with Owen Hughes. Owen, this is going to be a really big issue because we're already seeing a shortage for a lot of tech jobs, and now people are trying to leave.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a trend that we've been seeing emerge over the last kind of 6 months in particular. So, as you kind of said, as we are moving back towards something resembling normality, a lot of people who've been stuck in their jobs for the past year, a lot of people had a lot of time to kind of reflect on where they are. We've seen, people not getting the job progression they possibly want, and tech workers in particular, have these hugely increased workloads. Think about the fact been having to scale up digital infrastructure, kind of manage this massive shift to remote working, dealing with hugely increased kind of workloads, and really feeling the pressure of that. And I think a lot of them have kind of expressed the fact that they don't really feel appreciated, or they are just looking for change. And I think it's something that a lot of us can kind of relate to right now.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are looking for change after the last year and a half has been as hard as it has been. So with all these people kind of on their way out the door, essentially looking for other jobs, what can jobs do now to better retain their employees?
Yeah, well, one of the kind of really critical factors here is that tech workers are kind of not only are they planning on leaving, they're planning on leaving at a time where they've become kind of critical to kind of day-to-day business. That you think of how much investment in technology has increased over the past year. All these kind of developers, these kind of cloud professionals who have been so critical to allowing businesses to scale up, also just kind of keep working on a day-to-day basis, planning to move, and that's bad news. So really, they've got to basically there's a few things that are at play here. They need to be given some kind of clear career progression. People who feel they've been stuck in their roles need to have an idea that they're going to be able to move forward. Um, they want better compensation, which I think is fair given the amount of work they've been doing. And there's also been this increased appetite for flexible working and kind of hybrid working styles. And we've seen time and time again that people don't want to go back to the office full time. I think this is going to be an area where those companies that do offer more kind of forward thinking and flexible working policies are going to be the ones that are really going to be able to compete in this much more restrictive and kind of tightened tech skills market.
And as you touched on, burnout has been really big. And people are wanting more help. They're wanting more attention paid. And after this last year being at home, being isolated, mental health has really come to light. What can companies do in that area to try and help retain these workers?
Yeah, definitely. I think kind of mental health has been something that has been growing in the minds of employers for a few years now. But I think obviously COVID-19 has really brought it to the fore and made it kind of priority. And we're seeing now this idea of empathetic leadership is really kind of becoming uh, kind of a key focus for kind of forward-thinking business leaders, and also just providing better mental health support wholesale. So thinking about how you can help employees kind of better balance their work life and their home life, and just having the resources in place really to help them through what's been a really difficult time.
I think empathy goes a long way. Leadership, coworkers, work, life, all of the above, after what we've all been through in the past year and a half. Owen, thank you so much, as always, for all things tech, for all things jobs. Be sure to stick with ZDNet. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and stay with ZDNet.